Hello everyone, how are we doing today? I am back here with a review of the LG portable stereo speakers for the iPod and iPhone. It works with most mobile cell phone devices, and it also works with a lot of other audio players. It has an audio jack, so it's not only going to be an Apple exclusive. So we can actually open up this product, and it seems like a smaller box, but you have a ton of stuff contained actually inside of it. I'm just going to throw it all out right now, and we'll cut away for a second and we'll have it nice and gorgeous. Alrighty, now that we actually have everything laid out to actually see what was included inside of the box package, we're going to be putting away some of the stuff that we don't actually need for this review. So first we're going to run through everything and tell you what it actually does. So first we have our documentation. I do recommend reading this when you first get it, seeing how there's so many cords and cables included in the box set. You want to make sure that you actually know how to use them all. This also does include the information about your 1-year warranty included with the box set. But anyway, here's all of our cords and cables. This is going to be our connector cable to get to the AC wall adapter. This is going to be how we charge. And this connector cable is going to be through the adapter. This is going to be the gender adapter, so you'll actually be able to charge the device itself. So those just go nice and snug like that. Plug this into the wall and you plug this into the bottom of the speaker system itself. So now we can move that aside. We're done with that. These next two cables over here, this is going to be for mobile devices such as cell phones and stuff like that, obviously. So this is going to be for cell phones, and not all cell phones do have an audio jack similar to this. So what you can actually do that's very nice about this is plug this into the adapter, and this will transfer into some mobile devices that have audio adapters such as this one similar. So these two do actually work hand in hand together to actually work with mobile cell phones. My next two things for you that I actually have, this is going to be the audio jack that works with iPods and other audio devices that are not mobile phones. You can tell from this straight cord, this will actually plug into the bottom of my iPod, and this will plug into the stereo set themselves. This nice felt bagging that is included, it's a drawstring baggie, this will actually contain the speakers right here. And the speakers are awesome. I really love these speakers, surprisingly. I won't be able to tell you how much I love them in this review, but anyway, we're going to go through a physical run through really quickly. What this has is a mirrored image of the LG portable stereo speaker. A little bit too far. Right there, as you guys can read right there, LG portable stereo speaker. They do go over to another mirrored image, which has the two LED indicators showing that it is on with a power switch, and then also this is going to be the battery showing that it is actually being charged at the time. There's also a little G down here in the corner. I assume that they were trying to go for LG, but it only says G. I don't see an L on this side or this side, so I don't know what that is. But anyway, that's going to be the physical mirrored appearance. These two little housings actually included on the side. This is going to be your charging port, so you'll actually be able to charge the battery included inside. And then over here is going to be the audio adapter, so you can actually be able to use the speakers and actually listen to your music and videos. Top has the on-off toggle switch, so you'll actually be able to turn the speaker system on and off and save the battery. So the actual size comparison is very small. This actually fits in the palm of my hand. It feels like a cell phone. It feels just like a cell phone actually. So it fits great, and it's definitely not any bit bigger than the iPod really in length-wise. The length is obviously only about 4/5 the size of an iPod, and then if you want to go through width-wise, it's probably 2 or 3 times the size of the iPod in width-wise. It's really not that much bigger, and it's definitely lightweight. It's actually lighter than my iPod, I feel. It's definitely a great product. I recommend to go check it out. The physical appearances is great. If you want to actually be able to go see more about the speculations on physical appearance, like exact measurements and weight, you can go over here into the more info section at my link. That will actually include the link for the website where you can actually go find these speakers. Alrighty guys, now that we've actually gone through the physical appearance of the speakers, we're going to plug them into my iPod and show you how much power these things crank out. This is an extremely strong set of speakers. I don't know how they do it, really, to be honest with you. They are ridiculously loud, pretty clear as well. They're not exactly the greatest bass boosters, so if you're listening to heavy rap, it will sound pretty good, but sometimes it can actually cut out if the bass is too heavy. But it's great for acoustics, great for voice listening, great for movies. But the heavy rap, it's really not going to be the best speaker system for. But other than that, if you're just looking for some great music, and music that will actually sound crystal clear to a larger audience, because this pumps out music to a great extent, definitely recommend to go check these out. But we're going to plug in the speaker side of the connector cable, and then we're going to get my iPod out right here. Let's find a good song, good music to listen to that'd be good for this. Let's do this one. This is the first one pretty much. Absolutely, The Story of a Girl. What an old song, but I'm sure some of you will be able to recognize it. So here we go. This is the story of a girl who cried a river and drowned. So it's controlled with the volume through the iPod or iPhone. When she smiles. So as you see, that gets really freaking loud. We'll actually unplug this and I'll show you the comparison to the loudness of this to the actual iPod internal speakers. That's the loudest it can get. Huge difference. It's a very loud speaker system. It packs a lot of punch for such a small system. We'll actually go into a rap song and we'll see if we can actually get what I was getting earlier. It was cutting out for the music and I want to be able to include that in the review, but I'm not sure if it was because it wasn't charged fully, which it definitely wasn't, but we'll try this on full volume.
Gotta get dip. Gotta get dip. Gotta get dip. Gotta get dip, 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 dip. Gotta get dip. Gotta get dip.
So if you hear it there, that's got a little bit of a reverberation kind of sound with the heavy bass sounds. It's definitely a great system, but seeing how it's heavy bass and it's at full volume, if you just want to use these for just yourself, that sounds perfect. That is flawless. There is no problem whatsoever with it at about 3/4 volume. But once you get above that, but that's completely reasonable. It's not the speaker system, it's the size of them. You really can't get a speaker system this small to pack that much bass into them. They do a great job with just personal listening to casual listening. If you don't have a second generation touch or if you don't have an iPhone, you won't be able to listen to your iPod without speaker system included. So if you have an iPod touch first gen or if you have any other type of iPod that doesn't have an internal speaker built in, this is great for casual listening to yourself. But just a few things I do want to actually be able to include in this review. If you can hear this. Maybe not. Sometimes it cuts out with a little bit of a staticky sound. It does depend what song you actually have on and if it's playing or if it's off. Like right now I can barely hear it. It's a very faint sound. But anyway, that's the only problem that I've had so far with it is it's not the biggest bass booster, and also it can have a little bit of a staticky problem sometimes when the music is not playing. But other than that, for such a small, compact device, this is a great product. It's definitely a very tiny pocket size. You could fit it in a wallet if you have a big enough, thick enough wallet. It goes great into a purse. You can do it definitely in your pocket. It's definitely a great size. Once again, size comparison to the iPod Touch. Just a little bit of a preview right there. It's a great product. I do recommend to go check it out. It does have a rechargeable internal battery, so you don't have to be carrying around a bunch of little batteries to actually be putting in and on and off. But other than that, guys, I recommend to go check it out. It's a great product. It is by LG, so you know it's going to be a good product. They're definitely a well-known electronics maker in the industry. As you saw right there, compared to the iPod Touch 2nd gen speakers, those are pretty loud speakers, but compared to this, those are nothing. That's like whispers compared to this. So I recommend to go check out these. These are the LG portable stereo speakers. If you want to actually be able to find these, so you can actually get them yourself, check over here in the more info section. I do have the link in the sidebar, so you'll actually be able to go out and get these tremendously awesome speakers yourself. That's all I have for you guys today. Once again, this is going to be the LG portable stereo speakers by LG. I will talk to you guys later. Have a fantastic day.